So what we're going to do is we're going to take a closer look at Vantage. We're going to talk about what skills are, how we put them together for straight through process automation and triggering downstream automation, as well as how we train these skills. So kind of showing you the first process. In this demo, we're going to show intake, classification, and data extraction for legal notices, in particular immigration notices. But you can take this and kind of extrapolate it to any other kind of document. So looking at the Vantage interface, we have a set of skills here. And these are, you can think of them for the IT folks as microservices that can be called for doing a specific task. We have document skills for extracting data from specific document types. And then we also have what are called classification skills, where the raw image comes in and we figure out what document type that is to apply the appropriate document skill. And then we have processes, so we can really put everything together for the straight through workflow. So the process design simple screen where we just drag and drop skills from the left and put them in the process. So we have our input comes in, so the document comes in. We then have a classification step to tell us which notice type it is. Then we have the extraction skills, so matching that to the classification, extracting the data. And then if needed, there can be a manual review step as well. For the demonstration, we're pushing everything to review. That way we can actually show you the results that we're getting. And then we output that with a connector or an API to another system. So jumping in, we're going to show the end-to-end process first, then we're going to get into showing how they're created. So here we are uploading some documents to a secure FTP. So think of this as a folder that ABBYY is monitoring. It can also monitor email addresses, other ways of getting documents in here. So we're going to drop them in, and then we're going to wait for them just a few moments for it to process. So in the background, ABBYY is picking these up. It is then running it through that classification step, saying, okay, what kind of document is this? And then applying the appropriate skill to say, okay, now that I know what document is it, what specific data do I want to extract from that?
Yep. And we have not sped this up. This is this fast. It goes through. Yep. There we go.
Yeah. So now we're going to go over and look at do the manual review. Now for what we've done in production, we have accuracy ratings as high as 99 or even higher than 99%. So that a lot of these can come through. No one actually has to touch it. It can run in the background. That's really nice for the larger firms doing a huge volume. We can see here that it's accurately recognized what type of notice this is, getting the case type, notice type, and then pulling the unique information that we need for downstream processing. So you can see here we've gone through these notices. Now we have another type popping up. Oh, and I forgot to mention is we intentionally left out a field here so we can show that it is as simple as clicking on the field in the form itself to get that to populate for us. So when there is some kind of manual review needed, it is a very quick and efficient process. You can push it to a queue so that the same person who's operating your mailroom, they can go through, make sure everything's valid. So if we have an image that goes through that is a muddy image where it's not as clean, it's a bad scan, maybe there's speckling on it, someone can quickly validate that and make sure the correct data is going downstream. So next what we're going to show is that the software robot that Bill had mentioned. We have ways of doing back integration, but this shows that we can work with any system. And what this robot is going to do, it's going to work really fast, so it's a little hard to keep up with, but it's going to act as a user automatically logging into the system. It's going to use the data we extracted from those documents to search for the correct case, upload the document image with the case, and also fill in all that data that Mike here hates entering himself. So we're going to watch it go, and it moves really fast. It's basically wait for things to load. Yeah, and then it's instantaneous from there. So I think the average statistic to use is that these software robots, they can do about 15 minutes of work in 1 minute. So we're seeing it very quickly. It's already gotten to the right case file. It's gone ahead. It's uploaded the document, put in the data, and that's for the first one. And we're doing the whole process end to end to show it so you can kind of see what's happening here. Again, it's signed out, logged back in. It's going to go search for that case for us. So finding the right individual, popping open their case file, grabbing the document we need, uploading it, and then again, entering in that data all automatically.
Yeah. Again, this is not Will. We didn't film Will doing this super quickly. This is a robotic process doing this, and it moves this fast.
Yeah, so think about it. That document comes in your mailroom, someone scans it in, ABBYY software recognizes what it is, and then the next thing, it's already in your system. And then we do other automation beyond this. We have certain notices come in. That means, okay, we've got to go schedule a hearing. So this same robot can also go out, log into a court website and schedule that hearing for us. We can also send automated communications, things like that. So that's that process.